Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another video. Yeah, y'all, it has been a minute since I said that, and I am just like, wow, it's been like over a year since my last video, and I am back with another video, and of course, with a very special guest, my husband. Say hello, babe.
Hey y'all.
Yes. We are here to talk about we bought a house in September and we wanted to share that with you guys, let you know how our journey went, and things like that, the whole process. And if anybody's watching who was looking to buy a home in the future, you can refer back to this video and hopefully get some advice and tips from us, and hopefully get your home buyer journey started. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started and let you guys know the whole process and what it took for us to become homeowners. And as you can see, we're sitting in our house now of almost 6 months. So we couldn't be more happier, and we're just we're grateful for this opportunity to be homeowners, something that we always wanted to be. So yeah, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and get this process started. So yeah, so first things first, I would say around maybe what, May, babe, like around May, somewhere around there, we started to kind of start looking.
Yeah. Mostly dealing with searching on the internet, looking for actually it was programs we actually looked up. My wife actually seen a program online, and it was stating that they was doing some at our downtown hall, this Cobo Hall, and they were doing an event for first time home buyers, mostly giving information of how to prepare, mostly what to look out for, what not to look out for, um, dealing with agents and mortgage companies, which one would banks that have mortgage loans that you can deal with. So we started off there, and it gave us a lot of information. I would say wherever y'all is located in y'all states, go and talk to y'all actual what city hall and see what information y'all could deal with stating to start off with.
Yeah, so basically, like, in your state, if you guys have any homeowners programs or classes or events that, you hear about or read about, you might want to go check them out, because that's what we did. I actually seen a event that was happening, and I immediately told my husband about it, and we just went and got some helpful information, helpful tips, and tricks on how to get the process started. So that's pretty much where it all began. And so I want to say, like, that's around like May, and then fast forward maybe a month later, we had a realtor, and then we also had, well, she didn't really fall through, but then we ended up getting another one that we was more interested in. So we went with her, and so she helped us tremendously, with the whole process of getting everything underway. And we told her, we had like a phone call the first time, and then maybe like a few days later we had an in-person meeting with her. We went to her office and talked with her, and gave her the rundown of what we were looking for,
Yeah.
things like that, things that we wanted our house to have, prior to us getting it. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, for me, I I'm a little bougie, so it's like, I kind of wanted everything to be luxurious. I wanted everything, like, I wanted the bathroom, I wanted the whole kitchen to be, uh, like a.
She wanted the whole 9 yards. Just stay like that. She wanted the whole 9 yards.
I can't even describe it. Like, I just wanted it, like, just wanted it all to be boom, And
Yeah.
I had to be reminded that, like, you're not going to always get what you want in the home buyer process.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to kind of, you know, make it your own, and you know, uh, basically, like, you're not going to be able to get your dream kitchen or your dream bathroom, your dream living. You know, you have to kind of make that stuff happen, you know, as time goes on. So, you know, and that's what, you know, my husband kept saying. He was like, you know, babe, I know you want this, I know you want that, but we got to, you know, we got to work on it. So,
Yeah, you mostly got to compromise, one thing for another. You might get a kitchen that you always like, or a living room size, or that certain uh, king size bedroom, or my my preference, for guys, that man cave, you know. Mostly, even some people like the picket fence. Certain things that you want in your house that you got to compromise. You might get that picket fence, or you might get a 3-car garage, or a nice size basement, to where you get a bigger size man cave, as us guys want. Uh, a lot of stuff that plays factor in getting a house. Our realtor really got to the point with what we really wanted. As she said, that actual bathroom or that kitchen. But you got to realize, some things that you're going to have to do to get that dream house the way you want it. It's not always that you'll find that house that everything is there. You got to put the footwork into it. You're going to have to compromise and get some stuff did yourself. It's not always saying that the stuff is going to be right there. So I'm telling you, if you really want to be a homeowner, you're going to have to do some of that footwork, into your house, that dream house, to make it come true. Um, Mostly, also to our realtor, narrowed it down. If you get a good one that's always there, she was actually there to where if we had any questions, she like, don't hesitate to call. Even though if it's night and day, still call, but we still, respected nighttime, because I ain't trying to call nobody at no sleep time, but most of the time we was calling her about, well, she would show us a couple houses and told us, well, is this a good preference for y'all? We say yay and nay. We go check it out, see how big it is, see the style of the house. Um, Mostly, it was like, say, like tug of war. She might like the house, then I might not like it, or I'll like the house and she might not like it, but you gotta, take it in between each other. You gotta come down that line stretch, to get that perfect house for each other.
yeah, and yeah, you made a good point, babe. Because I mean, there was a house in particular that I did like, you know, and you know, like I said, going back to the kitchen thing, the kitchen was beautiful. Like the kitchen was really nice, and it had this big island in the middle and things like that. But overall, the other parts of the house was just entirely too small. Like the living room was small, the bedrooms were
Yes.
small, and we were just like, oh my god! And it seemed like the whole kitchen took up the whole house.
Whole
But
house.
the kitchen was beautiful though, y'all. It was
Yeah.
beautiful, but it was just like, no, we you know, we got to
We need
sacrifice the
some.
kitchen for, you know, for something a little bit bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we saw maybe about 5 or 6 houses prior to this one, and you know, they all had their you know, yays and all
Flaws.
the flaws and
Yeah.
things like that. But when you know, when you're seeing the house, when you know it's the one that you want, you know, it's like you can, when you, soon as you see it, you can picture like everything coming in there. You know, how everything you want it to be, what you want it to look like,
Where you want stuff
where you
at.
want stuff to go, things like that. So you will immediately know. And you know, when we saw this house and we talked to our realtor, we was like, hey, we like this one. And you know, and one thing about our realtor, shout out to Keita, Shout out to Keita. Let me just say thank you so much, Lakita,
Yeah.
because you've been a big help to us. And like I said, these past 6 months wouldn't have been what they were without you. So let me just shout you out with that. But like I said, she came through with every single house we looked at. We told her like, hey, we out here, come on. She came with no problem, no matter how far it was. No, you know what I'm saying? She always came. And when, like I said, fast forward to coming to this one, you know, it was just something about this one that really, like, just really, like, kind of made it feel like, okay, this might be the one.
Yeah.
We didn't really feel like that with the other homes, even though we liked them. But like I said, when you know,
You get that
So
feeling.
when you get that feeling, you really know, like, okay, this is it. So when we saw this one, that's what we said.
Yeah.
And let me just say also, before my husband say anything, I am so glad to have a handy husband, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you have a handy husband who can primarily fix anything, put together anything, and all that good stuff, you can save you some money, okay? Because I'm telling you, little stuff here and there, I'm telling you, it's just,
It helps.
it helps. It definitely helps. So I'm just want to shout my husband out, because I'm truly grateful for him, because he is very handy, and his hands is very, very blessed and gifted. So you know he did a lot of DIY to our home. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know what you're doing, and especially if you got like a little background training, technical situation that you can accomplish, putting in fixtures, like fixtures, uh, I would say fixing a bathroom, you know, mostly little stuff around the house that, minor stuff, tools that, I'm going to say tools is a plus where, it helps you out,
Mm-hmm.
especially being a handy guy, you know, also too, background check. Mostly my father actually did a lot of work in his days. Thank God for him. He's in a better place. But, he showed me a lot of things. When you got someone that can teach you a lot of stuff, family members that's into trades, if you can learn them, it really pays in the long run. And I thank God for the people that been in my life that showed me different stuff, electrical, actually putting up walls, bathroom, living room, decks. It all helps out, and it play key roles if you can, or if you even know people that can help you get your dream house going on. That's helpful too,
Mm-hmm.
to have people that know skilled trades and that help you out in getting your house the way you want it. That goes a long way.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So, like I said, and also I will also, before I forget, I also want to shout out our mortgage lender, Jason.
yeah,
Like I tip my hat off to Jason, because Jason truly, he worked with us, and I'm telling you, he got all of our information, and he like crunched them numbers like very, very well, to the point where we was like, really. So shout out to Jason as well, because without Keita and Jason, we would not be here today.
yeah,
So we want to definitely thank the both of them for
yeah.
getting us to this point. Yeah.
And always go with your first suggestion. Don't question the people that's working with you on the house. You know, because they in they good favor to try to help you out to find that perfect house for you. You do have some people that's just in there just to make a sale. I
Mm-hmm.
will say make sure you do your research,
Mm-hmm.
on people.
Mm-hmm.
You do have some people that's just corrupt, because at the time, when we were trying to look for a realtor, my wife was looking and we came across one realtor that just kept on asking me about, oh, well, your 401k and how much you got in the bank. Like, our realtor that helped us to get this house, she didn't ask that type of question. She like, well, we'll deal with that when we get to that point. Don't start off asking me how much I got in the bank or how my 401k is, because that's a no go. Because like, what is you really trying to get out of me? I'm not trying to get no mansion in the hills that's $2.1 million. Like, really? Is you really try to? I still want to live in the house. Like, come on now. So don't try to. Make sure you do your research on people, realtors, and your mortgage. Make sure you do research on that. Hopefully, the realtor that you deal with will maybe help you out, directing you to the right mortgage company that you dealing with. Hopefully, also too, that's the one thing too that we looked at. Thank God we didn't have to look into it. But if your city, wherever you at, might have a grants. Grants. We didn't talk about that, but we had a couple grants where we at. But look into it, because they do have grants out here that help you get your house. To where you don't have to put none down. Or depends on how your family is. Some do have income status to where it's a certain status to where how much your income is coming into the household. But then you got some that don't even look at the income, just trying to give free money out to where people want houses, homes to call their own. Because where we was at, we was like, oh, well, do we need a grant? Do we need this? Like I said, thank God we didn't need it, but it's out there. You just got to look into wherever you at. See, can you look up any grant in your state, city? And you never know.
Yeah.
That'll help out tremendously.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely plays a big role. I mean, because you never know, what type of money for free. And it's free money. You know what I mean? It's definitely free money. So if you can get it, by all means get it. Okay. Because like I said, if you got a substantial mortgage amount and you want your seller to help you to get those concessions, they call it concessions, to help you, in your home buying process, in your, closing costs, whatever the case is, definitely get that free money, because it'll help you. I'm telling you. So like I said, like fast forward, just like I said, just getting this house and things like that, we put in the offer as soon as we saw the house. As soon as we walked through the house, we definitely like it. Of course, we confirm with each other. Do you like it? Do you like it? Is you feel like it's the one? We confirm with each other before we actually talk to our realtor. To let her know, like, hey, we want to put in an offer. So we put in an offer. And maybe about a week later or so, maybe a week or two later, we got the call. We was actually out grocery shopping, and we got the call, and she was like, "Your offer's been accepted." And I'm telling you, that was like the best phone call we ever could have got. The game changer, because it's crazy, because we was actually staying in our townhouse at the time, and when we got back to our townhouse, we prayed. We immediately prayed. We,
always pray.
Always pray and trust the process, and trust God to work it out for you, because I'm telling you, if it's for you, it will be for you. So we immediately prayed about it. We asked the Lord, like, Lord, we found the house. Lord, let it be ours. If it's your will, let it be ours. Let them call us back with some good news. And probably a day or two later, God answered our prayers. So definitely, know that God will definitely work it out,
As soon as we got the approval for this house, it is a stage that you go through. Our realtor, well, her stage is like the 8 stages. First is getting the approval. The next stage is mostly checking out the house. You got to deal with the seller, making sure the house is up to code. That's the second thing. mostly dealing with
The inspection,
the inspections. You know, you got to get an inspector, or sometimes your realtor might have an inspector that she or he
recommends.
deal with, or the seller mostly have one, but the realtor gonna have their own too because they do a check as well as you do too. Um, it depends on if you also to actually do your inspection. Your realtor is gonna come to you. Hey, is this something that y'all want to go through, keep on going through with, or it might be nay, like no, I don't want to pursue this house. You know, let's go to the next one. It's always a choice. You know, then I want to say it was 8 stages. I can't really think of
Um,
all the stages that we
yeah,
went
yeah,
through.
appraisal,
Yeah,
things like that. The appraisal,
you actually have another inspector come in
yeah,
and for both sides, and they go down the line and tell you, okay, this is a good house. How much value is in the house? You looking into
how much equity,
equity into the house.
mm-hmm.
Uh, mostly that, and dealing with also to the actual down payment of the house. You know, our what the actual down payment. That's mostly towards the end,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, then
When
you
you
do the
close,
closing costs.
yeah, yeah,
You know, that's the key factor right
right,
there. That's going back to getting the grants and the loans. You
mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but all that stuff is just like holding on pin and needles. You know, you getting that final check off. You know, and as soon as you get that check off, is like the final day. We went to the tables, our party and the seller party. We all signed the papers. That's like I say about it was like an hour, 2 hour
Mm-hmm.
process.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling like signing stuff, but hey, it worked out to where at the end of that paperwork, we was presented the keys to our home, and it
And here
works
we are.
out.
And here we
Yeah,
are. And here we are. So yeah, so like I said, guys, so this is just basically a rundown of our process of what we went through. Your process may be a little different. It may be the same or whatever, but we just want to let you guys know all the things that we had to endure and how steps that we had to take in order to be here in our home. And like I said, if you are interested in starting the home buyer process, don't be afraid. Go ahead and do it by all means, because I'm telling you, it's one of the best investments you could ever do
yes.
in your life. Okay, so
Yeah, don't be afraid of stepping out on faith.
yeah.
And like I said, look into your cities and states for them grants and loans because they do help out first time home buyers. I'm talking that's what the key thing that they want people to do now.
Mhm. Mhm.
To able to help people that want homes,
Mhm.
that want to bring up families or
Mhm.
not liking where they at now, and
Mhm.
say if I
Mhm.
had a home, the situation would be a lot better for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like I said, the opportunity is out there.
Mhm.
You just gotta do your research and find, like I said, look for your realtor. Do your research on them. And mortgage companies. That's the thing that I was looking into. The mortgage companies, seeing what rates they got going on. My wife did the realtors. She played a part in finding a good realtor to work
Mhm.
with us. Everything play key factor to where you got to look up information.
Mhm.
That's the key thing right there. If you really want a home, you got to do your research.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
you really is focused on getting a home.
Yep, don't jump the gun. Just don't say you want to get a home and just get anything and
Yeah.
be in anything, because you're gonna you're not gonna be happy. So just make sure that everything is the way you want it to be before you proceed to, because I'm telling you, like I said, buying a home is a huge investment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're going to be paying the mortgage for the next 20, 30 years. So you got to make sure that this is something that you actually want to be in.
Yeah.
you know
Don't settle for nothing
don't
short.
settle for nothing short. You know what I'm saying? And even though, like I said, but like me being bougie and me wanting the dream house, you sometimes you have to make it your dream house, and you have to
sacrifice
some some things to get your dream house, because at the end of the day, somebody else's dream house, may not be your dream house. And if you have the opportunity to do your finishing touches to your house, you're going to appreciate it, a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because you can actually say that that's something you did. That's something that you took the time out to, do it yourself. And I'm telling you, when you do it that way, that's your dream house. So, you know, but yeah. So guys, like I said, that's pretty much it, guys. But we're just wanted to, like I said, let you guys know on our home buyer process. We hope that this helped you guys. Feel free to drop any questions or anything in the comment section below. Give us a like, comment, share. If you are wanting to subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I want to thank my husband for being on here with me. I don't. So, but like I said, thank y'all so much for this opportunity. The next video will be dropping real soon. So yes, I'm glad to be back on this channel, on the YouTube channel. So, peace and love to each and every one of you. Any last words, baby?
Do your research.
Do your research. Y'all heard them. Okay, so love y'all. Peace and love, and we will see y'all in the next video. Bye.